Well, lads, today what we have for you is probably a different kind of video, not one that I usually post. But basically, what it's going to be is certain sets that I enjoy sniping. So it's sort of like just trying to help you guys out in terms of like which sets I like to snipe, which sets make me the most MT, which general cards I look for after, say, like I have like about 2 minutes. So if you guys do find this video helpful, smash a like on the video. It does help out the video get to more people and help the channel grow. Now, what we have is essentially, I'm going to show you guys different, like, not so much scenarios, but different snipes I've got from different sets. I'm also going to discuss just which sets in general that I look for, because I think people, if you guys are into sniping, I think you should have like a go-to type of thing. So say, for example, I think you should have like a few certain cards that you guys should look at. Say you play a game, quickly go check these certain cards, go play another game, go check them again, etc, etc. Just so you're constantly checking like a few set cards. Now, I have sort of that, but in sets. So the first set I'm going to talk about is the draft set, because I just love the draft set. I don't know why. There's not that many cards. They're quite rare cards, and I just like the draft set. I'm a big fan of the draft set. Now, that's not the Luca for 30k, and its cheapest at the moment is 35k. So, yeah, not really off to a good start, are we? But, in terms of the Brandon Ingram right here, I sniped one for, I think, about 4k. And yes, I do have receipts. Ben Simmons, I sniped for 4k, and I sold him for 17,000 MT. So, what are we going to be looking at? We've got a storage, we've got a console, we've got a media gallery. Obviously, Glenn Robinson here, sniped for 4.6k. Cheapest on the market is about 9.8k at the time. So, do we have another one here? Obviously, I'll discuss other ones in the future. But what we have, if I can find him, so there's the Brandon Ingram, sniping for 4k. Cheapest at the moment at the time was 7.3. And where's the Ben? So there's the Ben Simmons, 4.6k. And yeah, so if I just go show you, I'll have to move my ugly mug out of the way. If I go to show you, plus this helps for the thumbnail. So where is he? LeBron's 24k there, and if I can find him, he might be down the bottom, so I just have to redeem a few of these. All these cards are from my 24-hour thing, so I'm trying to make as much MT as I can in 24 hours, and this is going to be a part of it. So LeBron's 24k there. Where's that Ben Sim? Oh, I redeemed him. Never mind, I just remembered. But yeah, he redeemed for about 16 to 17,000 MT. So you can see Glenn Robinson that I sniped for, I think, 5k, sold for 9.4. There's this LeBron I sniped for 17k. We'll just go talk about that. So again, draft set. Just quickly, what I do after I play a game, quickly come check these and see if there's any that have been listed well under the market value. That's literally what I do. Like, obviously, Glenn Robinson here, 20k. His price has shot up since I sold mine, which is very annoying. But yeah, 7k, 6.5. I can't remember what I listed mine for. I think it's for 7k. Now, you will find that you do get undercut every now and then. And if you get undercut, it just happens. You just, obviously, when it expires. If you sniped it, say, for example, like, as I say, I sniped this Brandon Ingram for 4k. It'll be very hard for me to lose MT on that one. I also do like to look at these every now and then, but it's not like amazing profit turners, I will say. Now, sleepers. I actually just got this one. So, obviously, you can see Paul Millsap is about 6k, the cheapest buy now. So, if I just go to my storage again, media gallery, you can see I sniped one for 2.2k. Pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. Like, so we made probably gonna make about 3k after tax on him, which is very, very nice. In terms of like other ones, Jokic is a card I do like to look at. Obviously, we have one for 10k, another one for 10k. Jokic is one I like to look at. Isaiah Thomas, you can find sometimes at a decent price. Obviously, 1.8 here. So not really anything there at the moment. Another one I do like to look at recently is Double Take, because I sniped a Dwight Howard, actually. I sniped a pink diamond Dwight Howard. So if I just go to storage again, media gallery, let's go find the Dwight Howard. So as you can see, Dwight Howard here, 5.6k. And the cheapest at the time was 10.5. I think I listed him for 9.5 just to get him gone rather quickly. And he did sell really quickly, so that was kind of nice. So again, what I do is I just, in terms of like situations like this, I wouldn't really buy that Derrick Rose and list him back up. Like, I just don't, I think for a 40k investment in a pink diamond that not many people are looking at, I just think it's too big of a risk for me personally. So again, what I do is I just scroll through all the cards and just make sure that there's no like danglers. In terms of like this, where you find one for a bid, obviously he's got an hour left, so maybe not this particular one. I just chuck a bid on it, and if obviously it says I'm winning it, it's then there in your active bids. So I know I can just sit on here. And obviously, if I check it sort of like every 5-10 minutes, see what's close to expiring, and then I'll quickly go check the player again, just to make sure there's no other ones that have been listed up without me knowing. And then essentially just see if I can win it on a cheapish bid. So that's basically what I've been doing. Obviously, Sean Kemp, 2k, 1.5 there, 1.4, so nothing really in Sean Kemp. Now, one of my favorite ones is the retro set, because you can find some unbelievable deals in here. Like, especially with the first volume, you can find, obviously, there's 1.2k bid there. But as you can see, I mean, we might have something here. So 2.5k looks to be the cheapest, but there. And then we have a 1.2 one here. So I'm going to buy this one and list him for 2k. In terms of like other ones, Jonathan Isaac, he's actually one I sniped earlier. So cheapest at the moment looks to be about 2.5k. But I sniped 2 earlier, if I remember correctly. So we'll go to Media Gallery. Let's just scroll down a little bit. Where are we? Where are we? I know it's in here somewhere. Yeah, so as you can see here, 2 Jonathan Isaacs. The cheapest buy now was actually that 3.9k one there. And I sniped 2 for just under 1.5. So easily going to make some MT off of those 2 cards, which is very, very nice. Bond Maker used to be a really good money maker for me, but as you can see here, this is a perfect example of when you should bid on a card. 1 minute left. He's on 1,000 MT bid. I'm just going to bid about 2,000 MT. So hopefully, if we win it, we'll list it for 2.9 and make quite a decent amount of MT off him. Simbula used to be a really good card for me to snipe, but his price is literally just... I don't know what's happened to his price. His price is just absolutely plummeted. Chris Paul, another not so much fan favorite for me to snipe, but you can find the odd one for about 1,000 MT here or there. Karolinko is a bit of an odd one because you see a few for like 6.9, but he doesn't really sell for like that much. Like he gets listed for high, but he doesn't actually sell for that much. Kareem you can usually find at a decent price. Paul George, obviously because he was a locker code not too long ago, there's just too many cards of him on the market. Again, price volume 2, Bamba, Isaac Bonga, they're really good to look at. Just a retro volume 3. Not a massive fan of doing volume 3 just because there's not that many cards here in terms of ones that are still up on the auction house. Like not that much. Like Zach LaVine's about the only one. Like you try and find Westbrook, Cat, like there's just too many of them on the market. Unfortunately, Pantheon set is actually quite a decent one. So I have a Kobe Bryant listed up for about 29k. So I'm hoping that Kobe will sell because I sniped one for 20k. So I'm hoping that one will sell. But yeah, it's just I like these high value sets that you could potentially find something very decent on them. Like Shaq, you know, you might just find a Shaq listed for like obviously 650 bid there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bid on it just so it's in my auctions, just so I know that I can just go to it and try and bid snipe it essentially. So obviously his cheapest buy that was 10k. So I probably bid, like, if it gets down to like the last minute, no one's bid on it, I probably bid up to like 6k to be honest. So yeah, it's just there's just a few different ones that you can do. Obviously you have the Moments set. This is where I found that LeBron. So I found that LeBron here for 17k. I sniped it, I bought him, and I listed him up for 24k, making a little bit of MT profit. Now, ones that I don't mind doing are these Dark Matter ones, because you never know when someone's going to list one of these up for 100k buy now, especially like ones that already have bids on them, just because people just don't really check these, I'll be honest. So you might find one that's actually been listed up for a bid, for a buy now while they're being bidded on. So there's a 50k one here for Kevin Porter Jr. You might find one for like 30k every now and then. That's one to actually look up for. It's just because there's like not that high volume of cards on the market for these. It's very easy to scroll to the end and just see if there's any snipes there waiting for you. Like Sseppanen, there's a few of his cards, so you can scroll through them if you want to, but I'm not a personal fan of doing that. Lillard there for 90k, I wouldn't really risk that one, I'll be honest. We got Devin Booker, 35k is the cheapest buy now, which is a little unfortunate. Yeah, the Moment set is a really good one. Weirdly, the Mystery set has actually been rather decent for me. So I bid sniped an Oladipo for I think about 9k. It got me a 2,200 auction house refund, and I sold him for I think 12k at the time, so not too bad on that one. I think I bid 10k and got an auction house refund, so I think I got him for like 7k. So it made a decent amount of MT off him. And again, because there's not that many on the market, it's very easy just to scroll to the end, especially with this Chris Mullin. Like very, very easy. This Rick Smits. This Rick Smits is a bit weird one. Like he's always up for like 20, 30k. But I don't think I've ever actually seen one of them sell. So yeah, Rick Smits is an odd one. We got Sergi Ibaka here, obviously a 4k bid. But yeah, a mystery set is a very, very strong one. Also, the possessed Halloween cards can also be a decent one to look at. So obviously, I'd quickly check those. Obviously, if you have like 2 minutes, I'd quickly check those as well. Ray Allen, the team up, I managed to get a snipe of him as well. I think I sniped him for about, literally, I think 3k. There's one for 4k there, so I might buy that one. I'm listening for a 5k. Am I doing that? 4k? Yeah, I'm doing that. Just because I've sold one before for higher than that. So yeah, I know I can realistically get my MT back on that one. Are there any Kevin Loves? There's one for 7k. Not really interested in that one. 5k there. So again, Wilt, not really so much. Karan Butler. Is there anything with these ones? You do have to. I will say, guys, you do have to be a bit patient with these, as obviously you do obviously get undercut every now and then. The cards just expire sometimes, and you just have to list it back up. It does happen. It's unfortunate, but sadly, it does happen. In terms of that, I can't really think of any other sets that I actively look at. Like, these ones I sort of look at every now and then just to see if there's anything here. But apart from that, I'm not really, like, interested in these other ones. Like, throwback moments I sometimes look at just to see if there's, like, a card here that I don't have that I can just, obviously, just quickly go check. Obviously, 13k for Marc Gasol. Steve Francis, there's one for a 5k bid there, but the cheapest there is 6k, so we're probably going to be... I mean, how long has that 6k one been up for? Up for an hour. But then the 6.8 one's been up for 3 hours, so that's also a good tell just to see if it's worth it or not. This Julius Randle. Remember this Julius Randle used to be, like, so expensive, but now he's really, really not. But yeah, boys, that's going to do it for the video. If you guys have any questions or queries whatsoever, let me know down in the comments. I'm more than happy to get back to you and answer them as quickly as I can. 2k bid there. Not really. It's got like an hour left, so we'll ignore that one. But yeah, boys, that's going to do it for the video. If you guys have enjoyed and found it helpful, again, smash a like on the video. It helps the channel out a ton. Actually, goes later. Take care. Peace. Give a massive shout out to channel members Mario Santos, Michael, Lewis, Lindsay, Knell, Kev, Ans, Hans, Wallow, Casey, Magic Magpie, Michael, Kia, and Jack. Thank you guys so much for all your support.